Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Rinse. This is episode number 4 and I am your host, Chris Barth. Got a great show for you today. We will be looking at bad breath, also known as halitosis, also known as oral malodor, and I'm sure there's a couple other names out there. And then at the end I'll be doing a short review on a toothpaste I picked up at the grocery store the other day. And so let's get right into it. Bad breath typically comes from an intraoral source. This could be lack of oral hygiene. This could be from a tooth that's maybe infected or has been marinating in the mouth for a while and exposed with a big cavity. It could be food trapped in between your two molars in the back that's been sitting there for a few days because you're not flossing. People, about 25% or so of the population, it's been estimated to have bad breath, and it can really affect the lifestyle of folks and lead to some embarrassment possibly, or just you're upset with yourself because you can taste it or smell it even when you talk. And I wanted to offer some advice and thoughts on that. I've run into several individuals over the course of my short career and education that you can literally smell that nasty odor 5 feet away. One of the main causes is periodontal disease, aka gum disease, except that there's bone loss around the teeth. And there's bacteria in there, and they're harboring around the teeth, and they're creating what we call volatile sulfur compounds, VSCs. These are the culprits of bad breath. And so you have these a lot of times. If you seek treatment for these types of disorders or diseases, then that will ameliorate your bad breath. On the other hand, there are also extraoral causes that can potentially point to signs of systemic disease, like diabetes. There can be respiratory origin or gastrointestinal origin as well. So it's important to consult your dental professional or primary care doctor about this and seek the appropriate treatment. As far as what you can do at home to help yourself out, treat this bad breath. Every morning you wake up, most people do have bad breath just because the mouth dries out at nighttime, and it's a nice time for the bacteria to kind of proliferate and create some malodor. Brushing your tongue is huge. Some folks use a tongue scraper. Some use the brush. In the literature, there's been shown to be really no difference between the two as long as you're effectively taking away the upper layer off of your tongue, and you'll see a vast improvement immediately. Other folks chew gum, suck on lozenges, or utilize mouth rinses, all great ideas to help clear that odor out. Bad breath is definitely something that I've experienced, especially when I wake up in the morning. If I brush my tongue, it goes right away. I've also noticed that if I change my diet, if I'm eating less or if I'm eating different types of foods, then I tend to have bad breath sometimes. And of course, we all know the garlic breath and onion breath potentially can contribute to that. So just some tips and pointers on bad breath. Please leave some questions or email me or something if you have any comments or concerns. I'm always available. And without further ado, we'll get into the quick review of this toothpaste I bought. This is Uncle Tom's toothpaste. This one that I bought in particular has fluoride. Now I know that when Uncle Tom's came out, I don't know when they came out, if there's a certain year, maybe 5 or 8 years ago, that they were criticized, especially in the dental community, because they didn't sell any toothpaste with fluoride. And their whole purpose, which I understand, was to be natural. And so they got a lot of pushback. So there are versions out there without fluoride, which obviously, as a dentist, I won't recommend that. But for the folks that are interested in that, they do have them. This is called Tom's Whole Care, and it has fluoride ion in it, about the same percent that you'd find in another anti-cavity toothpaste. But what it doesn't have in it is a substance known as triclosan, which I like and is typically found in Colgate toothpaste. It fights it can really help fight tartar and gum disease. And this does not have that. But having said that, let's give it a try. I'm going to be using my electric toothbrush tonight. I don't have a manual on hand, so you'll be seeing the experience of a Oral-B toothbrush, which I will actually review at a later date. But that's what I'll be using to review this toothpaste. Nice packaging, a little flimsy on the tube. I've noticed other tubes are, I don't know, maybe they're trying to save materials and maybe it's biodegradable. Okay, smells just like your standard Crest or Colgate mint toothpaste. It's a spearmint, so that's exactly what it smells like. It's white. There's no. Now it does say that it is whitening, so there's probably stuff in this toothpaste, particularly that could be abrasive in order to help fight stain removal and things like that. So I'll try not to be too aggressive, but here we go. You'll see I won't spend the full 30 seconds in each quadrant, which is recommended for the sake of time. Not as foamy as other toothpastes. It's lacking that body, that fullness that I find with others. Tastes good. Feels like it did a good job on my teeth. And if you haven't tried it before, try running your tongue over your teeth when you're done brushing. You can really feel a difference if there's a lot of plaque on there beforehand, and then afterwards you can feel that it's smooth. So all in all, good toothpaste, I would say, so far. If anything changes, I'll update you guys on that, but it is a good brand to check out if you're into products that are sustainable practices and recycling and not testing on animals and things of that nature. So actually it's the first time I ever tried Tom's of Maine, but I would recommend this. I would not highly recommend it, but I would recommend it. The taste is good. Like I said, it doesn't foam a lot and it lacks a little body in my opinion, but overall a good toothpaste. That's all I've got for today. Email me again with questions or find me on Instagram or Snapchat at DocGums, and I'll catch you guys later. Stay clean.